Hey guys, Iceman here, and I've been playing the ladder a little bit, alright? But I've been taking it slow. And like I've been blabbling regarding, I'm not really planning on taking shit from folks, taking handouts from my hombres, etc. And I think I've done well at that so far. I haven't taken any goodies, and hell, I haven't even done a single trade yet this ladder. But anyway, she's level 79, and I've been taking it slow, brah. I've been just running the pits a little bit. I've barely been doing any bell runs and public games and all. I've done some, but mostly just doing the pit and killing shit in the frigid by Shank and all that. Problem is I only have like 31 magic finds, so not much. But I'm usually not a magic find kind of folk. Like I know a lot of you are, and it's really popular. And everyone makes a blizzard, sork, or whatever when ladder resets and just constantly kills Mephisto or Andariel just over and over again and starts racking up the uniques. But I usually don't do that. I just don't. I think it's just way too darn repetitive. And I don't use, map hacks or anything like that. And I don't want to. So it's just, kind of annoying teleporting all over the place trying to find the boss and then just leaving and doing the same thing. So what I do is I run the pits, or I want to run Chaos Sanctuary, or I walk Bal, and things like that. But of course, then the process is really slow in gaining good stuff, especially when you're only running 31 MF. Actually, I have more than that, because check this out. I found this, and I also found a 6 MF charm, see? So I have all these combined. So that's not so bad, right? It's not a bad place to be, I suppose, but check it out. I'm using Sanders. I think these dropped from Duriel in normal mode. I'm using Spirit Sword, which I think is really lame using that shit, but I'm kind of in desperate need of skills right now because my Lightning Sentry is only doing 2,900 damage. Then I have Lore for the same reason, just need the skill. I made Rhyme. Shield rocks, brah. You guys probably know that. Cannot be frozen, all res. Oh, and there's magic find on this. I almost forgot about that. So I got a little bit more magic find and some block chance and stuff. Still using these junk boots. This ring. But this is kind of the fun part, man. Because, when you do find something, it's really rewarding. And once you get all the GG, like I like to say, there's really not too much left in the game, So it's about the journey. So I've been making the journey really last. And that's why I didn't want to take handouts. I wasn't going to use any trading websites, this ladder, anything like that. But there is this one thing that happened. Check this out. And I almost couldn't believe it. I was running Act 2 with some fellas on here. No one knew it was the Iceman, etc., I rarely ever, well, I never advertise that really, but some folks just pick up on it. I mean, her name is ICETHOT, you know what I mean? But check this out. I was running Act 2 with my boys. Well, just a random party. And once we finished, we were all running over to Jaren, right? To talk to him, and then he can go to Act 3. And I saw something on the ground. And look at this. It was a Crown of Ages. I've only attained like 1 or 2 of these throughout my entire time of playing Diablo 2. And I actually attained one last ladder. I think I traded for it. But it was just on the ground, man. It was really weird. So I snatched it, and there were like 5 other people in the game. And I was just waiting for somebody to say something like, oh shit, I dropped my Crown of Ages or something like that. But no one said anything. And then we went on to Act 3, and I think we killed the Trav, and someone ran and grabbed their higher player and gave us the waypoints. Then we killed Mephisto and all that. But that was just really weird that this thing was on the ground, But I feel like it kind of goes against Iceman's policy with how he wasn't going to be taking any handouts. But this shit was just on the ground. So I don't really know what to do with it right now. I'm not going to trade it. I mean, I even thought, putting a Hell Rune in it, then it'll be like a 148 strength requirement, then I could bump up my strength of this character and wear it on this character. But I don't know, man. Shaka would be so much better for this character, I think. And of course, it's only 1 socket, and I really wasn't planning on making like a Paladin this ladder. Maybe an Amazon, though. And I guess you get some style points wearing that thing. One of my boys on here, Colin X, actually, I think he found his Crown of Ages, and I forgot how, I think that's how he got it. It's with his Amazon, and so his Java's on, he's using COA, and it's a 2-socket one, it's GG. Or maybe he traded for it, I don't quite remember. Yeah, I think maybe he found a rune and he traded for it. But yeah, that's pretty epic, bro. But see, this is what I've been doing with the assassin. Is I've just been doing shit like this. Just taking it slow like a hog. And little rabbit, I mean, she likes to please me, you know? So, I just tell her to go to the shank and she'll kill him. And I tell her to go to the pits and she'll do okay. In fact, pits were a massive struggle, bro. It was really difficult at like level 70s and stuff. But it's getting easier. And I don't know if it's because of my gear or just because I've been leveling up some. Sometimes in Diablo 2, it seems like weird shit happens when you start leveling up. Like once you start getting in the 80s especially, like things just are a little easier. And of course you do increase your chance to hit and chance to not be hit as you level beyond the monsters. But beyond that, you know, nothing else really literally changes. But it seems like mysteriously your character might get a little stronger somehow. It's probably just an old wise tale, right? There's probably no truth to that. But it's just kind of fun to think like that, you know what I mean? Just to kind of add some mystery to it and all that shit. But I really was never much for killing this guy either, but I just see that a lot of my subscribers are killing him constantly. Pindleskin, right? But of course, it's such low MF, it's kind of worthless trying to do that. Damn, look at that hog. It's a lot of defense on that. In fact, I think I made lore in a bone visage man for style points. And after I did that, I realized, well, I decided to bump my strength up to the point where I could wear it to 106. But yeah, it's kind of tough, because I don't know if I want to respec my character or boost more into strength and put a rec jewel into the Crown of Ages and wear that, or what. But of course, maybe it's cheating that I took that shit, you know? It was just on the ground in Act 2 and I grabbed it. So let me know in the comments if you think Iceman is going against his policies already, because maybe I am, bro. But I mean, because here's the problem is, later on in the ladder especially, people start joining games and they just empty their mules sometimes. I mean, especially when folks with bots do that shit, you know what I mean? Because they just get overwhelmed with all sorts of mediocre and high-end gear to where they just don't even give a shit. You know, if bots doing the work, they'll just throw the shit on the ground and leave. So that can be tempting as well. But I don't think this is one of those examples. It's just so early in the ladder. I'm wondering if someone dropped it by accident or something. Just why the hell would somebody drop a COA on the ground, you know? And like I said, nobody knew it was Iceman in the game. So it wasn't somebody trying to just hook me up. I'm pretty damn sure of it. But of course, I suppose that's possible as well. But, like I said, there's really not much of a use for it. I'll probably put it on my Merc. Unless if I wanted to trade, I could easily get Shackle right now with that hog. But I just feel like that'd be cheating, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to play the damn game and find my gears. And I just know that if I do find a Shackle, it's going to be a good time, man. Or if I can trade for one in a legit manner, and I don't really consider having that COA that I just found in town to be a legit trade, you know? So I think, if anything, I'm just going to use it on a character or use it on a Merc even. I might just put it on my Merc when he hits level 80. 4 is it? Or is it 82? I think it's 82, the requirement level of Crown of Ages, but I really don't remember. And this Hellslayer, I was just in a game and it was on the ground when I was in a trade game and someone just popped it on the ground. I think it was one of my boys though. But I mean, yeah, I don't really have a use for it either. I'll probably just toss the thing. Generally, they're not very desirable, you know. It's kind of unfortunate because Hellslayer is an old school item from Diablo 1. But it's just, it fails in comparison to rune words, obviously. To death, to grief, to Breath of the Dying, and hogs like that. But yeah, check this out, man. The pits, I mean, It's rough because there's the light immunes, but in that case I use my Death Sentry. And here's my skills, alright? I just put one into these passives. It's nice using Mind Blast sometimes. And it's nice having one into Shadow Master, but I need more skilled gear so that these things can be leveled up some and burst of speed and all that. I always like putting 1 point into kick. Early on I had a that unique sword. It's like a damn, I forgot what it was. I don't think it's a saber. It's the other one. But anyway, it gives open wounds, 33% chance. So I would kick shit and it opened up wounds and my traps would kill it. It worked well for bosses. But it might be fun to kick bosses later on if I get some crushing blow gear just for the fun of it, you know. And it might actually be faster. If I wear like Angelic's ring and amulet or something, I could have kind of a hybrid kick. I always like playing hybrid ways to some extent because it adds more variety to your gameplay. But here's what I have is, and of course it's not always optimal, but it's just kind of fun, you know what I mean? When I was leveling up, I just started, once I hit 12, I started popping points into Charge Bolt Sentry. I was just using that along with Shockweb. And I was actually just hitting stuff with a sword for a little while. But then I got the Lightning Sentry and Death Sentry. And those are both maxed. That's the nice thing about the Assassin without GG gear even. It's still manageable when you're fighting light immunes. And they're often found in the pit as well. Because not only do you have a summoned minion, you can also have your Merc bumped up like any other character. But your Death Sentry is really handy. Because it has a corpse explosion of 40 to 80% of the corpse's life. And it blasts 5 times. So it's really helpful when there's light immunes. Because you really just have to have your Merc or somebody kill one of the light immunes. And then you can start popping the corpses. But of course, a pop doesn't always kill another, you know what I mean? It's quite common where it doesn't. But it's manageable though, you know, you can kick shit. So if I get a little bit more survivability here and some better boots with more kick damage, I could just kick stuff and to kill it, you know? I can help my Merc, like if I'm surrounded by light immunes, I could just start kicking them. And we just got to kill 1 or 2, of course, and then the corpses will start popping. So that's a good way to go. But I just need some better boots, man, because the better boots will give more kick damage. Oh, these give some kick damage. It's strange though it's not even quoted on here, is it? I don't think it is, because it is quoted on exceptional boots and hell mode boots. The kick damage in which they offer. But me still no. Like this video if you will, brah. I know it's been a few days since I made a video, but I appreciate if you guys liked the video. And I've just been kind of playing this a lot, man. And doing other things as well. But taking it slow though, you know, not rushing it. Just taking my time. Yeah, probably putting a lot of time into it, but taking my time. Just walking the stuff, you know, walking Act 2, stuff like that. But another thing is my patrons. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you, brah, for supporting Iceman. If you guys want to be a patron and you're not, click the link in the description below and I'll shout you out next video. Become a patron. But, what do you guys think about this assassin, and where are you guys at in this ladder so far? Let me know in the comments below. I guess what I need next, well, I could use a Shako, some better boots. I know there's a lot of stuff I could use, you know. Better amulet. I mean, hell, it'd be nice to have Hodo, I guess. Or if I find 2 GG wrist blades, or what do they call it, just talons or whatever. Then I could get style points for having 2 of those. Like maybe with 3 Lightning Sentry each. That'd be GG. Of course, Death Sentry is useful as well. But then again, the Corpse Explosion doesn't scale at all with levels. It's always the same damage. But the Lightning and Shoots will scale with skill points. So if I just use it for Corpse Explosion alone, you know, usually you cast... What's commonly done with these assassins is you cast 4 Lightning Sentries and then 1 Death Sentry. Then, of course, the 4 lightning sentries do primary damage. And then your death sentries start to clean up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's unfortunate though, not shit this pit run. But anyway. More videos to come on this. I'm thinking about making an Amazon and just taking it slow. I find some low level gear. I actually have a Twitch throw, which reminds me, I guess I did take that. Somebody in-game, I don't know who they were, they said, hey, I got a Twitch throw, anyone want it? I said, sure. Just thought it'd be fun to use it on the Amazon, you know? But shit, I guess I went against Iceman's policy with that too. I suppose I should burn it. But let me know your thoughts on this stuff in the comments, bro. Peace be with ye.